Welcome back to part 10. There's a note at the start of this pattern that throughout this part your work may start to wobble or not lay quite flat for you. That will work itself out in later part, so don't be too concerned about that right now. We're going to start in with round 81 using color C. And if we look at the corner we made, the first stitch we want to work into is just past that corner in that double crochet that was made in that chain 1 space. That's the stitch right after this last half double crochet in our corner, and we'll start with a single crochet in that double crochet in the chain 1 space. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and working into that next stitch, which should be a back post double crochet, we will make a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll skip 4 stitches again, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet in that next stitch, and we'll repeat that sequence. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet in the next, which should be that back post double, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next back post double, chain 5, skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet in that next stitch. So we've done 2 repeats. We'll do 14 repeats, and I'll see you back just before the next corner. So the 14 repeats should take you right to the corner that single crochet is made into that first stitch that was placed in the chain 2 corner space. So we'll chain 3, and then skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then ready to single crochet in that double crochet that's in that chain 1 space again to start the second side. So chain 5, skip 4, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 5, skip 4, and single crochet. Okay, so that corner, you can see how we have that single crochet, the chain 3, and then the next single crochet. So you can work your way around the other sides, and I'll see you back at the end of this round. So I finished my final pair of double crochet. I'm going to do the last chain 5, skip the 4, single crochet in that stitch in the corner, chain 3, and then we can go ahead and join to our starting single crochet, but do not cut the yarn. So each side should have 15 single crochets, 28 double crochet, and 28 chain 5 spaces with the 14 chain 1 spaces in between these double crochet. So round 82, continuing with color C, we will not be working into any of the chain spaces this round. So we will start with a single crochet in that beginning single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skipping the chain space, we'll single crochet in that first double, chain 1, single crochet in that next double, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in the single crochet. Okay, so we're just single crocheting in each of our stitches from last round and matching the chain spaces. So chain 5 over a chain 5 and the chain 1 over chain 1. So I'll see you back at the end of this side for the first corner. So I've done my final chain 5, ready to complete the repeat with that single crochet in the last single crochet of the side, chain 3, skip the chain 3 in the corner, single crochet in that next single crochet, and then ready to repeat our way around the side with the chain 5, single crochet in the double, chain 1, single crochet in the double, chain 5, and single crochet in the next single crochet. See you back here at the end of this round. So for the last corner, I've made my last chain 5, single crochet to that single crochet, chain 3, and then we can join to that first single crochet, and each side should have a total of 43 single crochet, 28 chain 5 spaces, 14 chain 1 spaces for a total of 197 stitches. So this time we can fasten off our color C and get ready to start the next round. Round 83, we'll use color D. We will be working into the stitches of round 80, sometimes working behind, sometimes working in front of rounds 81 and 82. We will be skipping all of the chain spaces. So to start, we'll look at our corner. We are going to start in the stitch that's just before that single crochet of round 81, just before the corner. So the last, it's actually a half double crochet in that chain 4 space. Into that half double crochet, we will work a double crochet, but we're going to work behind 81 and 82. So if you find that half double crochet of round 80, fold the other two forward, the other two rounds, and we'll place a double crochet in that stitch to start. Chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet in the stitch that comes just after that single crochet. So this stitch here, but again working behind. Chain 2 and a double crochet in the next stitch, which is that next half double crochet in that chain 4. Chain 2, and then we want to work in the stitch that's just after this next single crochet. So we should have 4 double crochet with chain 2 in between. If I fold up the other 2 rounds, you can see how that looks a bit. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work in front of these chains in round 81 and 82. We're going to single crochet in the skip stitch between the 2 double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to double crochet in the stitch before this next single crochet, but again working from behind. Chain 1, double crochet in the stitch just after that single crochet. Okay, so our chain 5s, we single crochet in between the 2 double crochet, chain 5, then worked behind to do a double crochet on either side of the single crochet with the chain 1 in between. And then we'll repeat that sequence all the way along the side. So chain 5, working in front, we will single crochet between the 2 double crochets, chain 5, working behind, we'll double crochet in the stitch before the single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the stitch after the single crochet. Okay, so that will be repeated a total of 13 times, and I'll meet you at the corner. So I've completed my 13 times of that repeated pattern with the chains 5, working in front and behind. So we need to do another single crochet between these 2 double crochet, working in front, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll work like we did right at the very beginning. So we're at the corner part here, so we'll make a double crochet in that stitch just before the single crochet, but working from behind. So double crochet, then chain 2, then we'll work a double crochet into that stitch just on the other side of the single crochet. Oops. Chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, and then double crochet in this stitch just on the other side of the next single crochet. And our other corner is made. And then we will chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ready to work those repeats down the next sides with the single crochet in front between those 2 doubles, chain 5, and the double crochet with the chain 1 on either side of that single crochet, double crochet, chain 1, and repeat around. I have finished my 13 repeats on all 4 sides, so I will do that final single crochet between those 2 double crochet, chain 5, and then join with a slip stitch to that starting double crochet. But do not cut your yarn. We will continue with color D in round 84. Round 84, continuing with color D, we will be working into the stitches we did on round 83 and skipping all the chain spaces. So we'll single crochet in the same place as our join. I like to start mine with a chain for 1 first. That's up to you. Single crochet in that first stitch, chain 2, and single crochet in the next stitch, and we'll do that 3 times. 2, chain 2, and single crochet for a 3rd time. Chain 5, and then we will single crochet for 5. So we'll single crochet in the single crochet we made last round, chain 5, single crochet in this next double crochet, chain 1, and single crochet in the next double. So I'll show you that one more time. So we chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the single crochet, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in that first double, chain 1, and single crochet in the next double. And you continue down the side. So I've done my 13 repeats. After my last chain 5 here, I'm ready to single crochet in that last single crochet, chain 5, and we'll single crochet in that double, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and one more single crochet in that double, and then we're ready to do the repeat again of the chain 5, single crochet in that single crochet, and so on around we go. You can finish working on all 4 sides, and I'll see you back here at the end. Round 85, using color C again. We will be skipping all chain spaces, continuing with that same pattern, and we are going to start, we will be working into round 82, which is the second round of color C that we did on this part. So our first stitch that we want is to work into this single crochet in that first double crochet past the corner. So working into round 82, we're going to start with a double crochet in that single crochet that's in the first double crochet, all of color C. Chain 1, skip the chain space, and working into the next single crochet, we'll make another double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those 2 double crochets were made behind our row 84. So now we're going to bring our hook in front of color D, working into this single crochet here, make another single crochet. Chain 5, and again go behind our work, double crochet in the single crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next single, chain 5, and in front of the work to single crochet in that single, chain 5, and we'll continue that down the side. So once again working in front, and the double crochets are behind. So I'm just about at the end of my first side. I've done a chain 5, and then we need to do the single crochet, oops, in that first single crochet of the corner, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that completes the 14 times repeat. And then we will single crochet in this next single crochet, chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and then we're ready to start that all over on the next side. So it will be that double crochet in that first single behind our work, chain 1, double crochet in the next, chain 5, and then working in front, we'll single crochet in the single crochet there, chain 5. So you continue working your way around. I'll see you back at the end. So finishing up at the last corner, I just need to do my first single crochet of that corner, chain 5, oops, there we go, and the second single crochet, chain 5 one more time, and then we can go ahead and join to that first double crochet and fasten off. round 86, we will take color D again. And looking at our corner, if we fold the color C to the front, we can see round 84 and 83 of color D. On round 84, we had these 3 chain 2 spaces. 1, 2, 3. We want to start in this middle chain 2 space. But what we want to do is bring that space to the front through the chain 5 loop that we did last round, and we will work into this chain 2 space. So what we want to do is make a double crochet in that chain 2 space that we brought forward, chain 1, and another double crochet in that chain 2 space. Then we will chain 2. We're going to skip the next single crochet, which is kind of hidden under that loop. So we'll skip the single crochet and that next chain 2 space, and then working into this next single crochet, we will make a double crochet, chain 1, and then into the first chain of this chain 5 space, we're going to work another double crochet, like that. And then chain 5, 3, 4, and 5. And then going in front of our work, we'll single crochet in that single crochet of round 84. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And working behind our work, we will double crochet into that next single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and then back in front again for that single crochet, and so on down the side. So we'll do that repeat of the single crochet, chain 5, the 2 double crochet, chain 5. We'll do that repeat 13 times, and I'll meet you down at the next corner. Okay, so I've worked my way down the first side. The 13 repeats takes us to these 2 double crochet here with the chain 5. Then you single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 5, and then working behind our work, we are going to double crochet in this next single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the first stitch of that chain 2 space. Chain 2, and then we're ready to pull that next chain 2 space to the front through the chain 5 loop from last round, and we will double crochet in that chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the same space, chain 2, and then skipping that single crochet and that next chain 2 space, we will double crochet in the next single, chain 1, and double crochet in that first chain of the chain 5 that comes next. Okay, so our corner has the 2 double crochet with a chain space on either side, and then the double crochet chain 1 in the middle with chain 2s in between. Then we chain 5 again, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ready to work our way down the next side as well with that single crochet, chain 5, and the double crochet is worked behind. So you can go ahead and work your way all the way around. I'll see you back at the end. So finishing up my final corner, I'm ready for that double crochet in the single crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet in that first of the first chain 2 spaces, chain 2, And then we can go ahead and join with a slip stitch to our very first double crochet and fasten off. Round 87, using color C again, we will only be working in the chain 1 spaces between the double crochet on this round. So we want to start in the corner or the middle chain 1 space, that is in that chain 2 space that we pulled through the chain 5. We're going to be making double crochet clusters. So we yarn over, insert into that chain 1 space and pull up our yarn. Yarn over and pull through 2 and leave those 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again into the same space to pull up another loop. Yarn over, pull through 2. We've got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's a double crochet cluster. Chain 1, and we'll make another cluster in that same corner space. Chain 1, and 1 more cluster in that corner space. So we should have the 3 clusters of 2 double crochet with the chain 1 in between each of those. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make those 3 clusters in the next chain 1 space between the double crochet as well. So the first half, so it's my first cluster, chain 1, second cluster, chain 1, and 1 more cluster. Like that. So we have the one in the corner, and in the next one we will chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Working into round 85, we will make that cluster in that chain 1 space. 2, chain 1, another cluster, 2, chain 1, and our third cluster, like that. Okay, chain 5 again, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll continue working our way around with the clusters in the round 86 round, and then the cluster in the round 85 round. Okay, with the chain 5s in between. So let's finish this set of clusters here. So in each chain 1 space between the double crochet are these 3 clusters with the chain 1 in between, then a chain 5 in between each of those sets of 3. And working in round 86 and round 85, we'll make those sets of clusters and continue all down the side, and I'll meet you back at the corner. So finishing up the first side, you should have 14 sets of these 3 double crochet clusters in round 86 and round 85. So 14 of those sets, and that should take you to just before the corner where we will work another of those sets of clusters. chain 1, so that's in that last double crochet, chain 1 double crochet before the corner space one. It's my second cluster, chain 1, and then the last cluster. Chain 5 again, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then working in the corner chain 2 space, we'll make another set of those 3 2 double crochet clusters. So 1, 2 with the chain 1 in between, 3 in the corner, and chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, continuing just to work those groups of 3 clusters in each of the chain 1 spaces around the whole blanket, and I'll see you back at the end of this round. So I'm on my final side here. We'll chain 5 again, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll work that last set of double crochet clusters in this last chain 1 space with those chain 1 in between the clusters. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we can join to our first cluster with a slip stitch and fasten off this round. Round 88, working with color D once again. We will only be working in the chain 1 spaces between the double crochet clusters that we made last round. All other spaces and stitches are skipped, so just the chain 1 spaces that we're working into. And we're going to start in the corner in that first chain 1 space of the corner set of clusters, and we'll make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and 3 double crochet in that next chain 1 space between the clusters. 2 and 3. So that's what our corner looks like with that chain 4 in between the 2 sets of 3 double crochet. So working into the next clusters, we do not chain anything in between. We just work 3 double crochet in each of those chain 1 spaces. 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and jump over to the next group of clusters, 3 double crochet in that chain 1 space. We'll continue working groups of 3 double crochet in each of the chain 1 spaces along the sides. So along the side we should have 29 of these 3 double crochet groups, plus 2 more in the corner with the chain 4 space. So I'll see you around at the end of this round. So I'm finishing up my 4th side with my last group of 3 double crochet. And when you've completed each side, you should have a total of 180 double crochets with that 1 chain 4 space in the corner. So we can go ahead and join with a slip stitch to our starting double crochet and fasten off to complete round 88. Round 89 and our final round of part 10, we're using color A. We're going to be starting in this chain 4 corner space with 2 double crochet, a chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. Now along the sides, we're going to be working in between our double crochet that we made last round, not at the top of the stitch. So we'll make a double crochet between the first and the second of these double crochets, and a double crochet between the second and the third double crochet. Okay, so it just sort of separates those stitches a little bit more. Now we want to work in between these 2 sets of 3 double crochet. We're going to make a treble crochet, but what you want to go down is work through that chain 5 space as well, so it is enclosed in our stitch. So you can see how the chain 5 sort of frames the edges of those groups of 3 double crochet. So then double crochet in between the first and second double crochet of that next group, and in between the second and the third double crochet. Then we will make a half double crochet between the 2 groups of 3, double crochet between the first and second, double crochet between the second and third, and treble crochet in between the 2 groups, enclosing that chain 5 space as well. Okay, so we'll continue to work our way down the side, and I'll meet you at the corner. So I finished my 29 repeats on the first side. So the repeat is that treble in between those clusters, enclosing the chain 5 space, double crochet in between the 3 double crochets, half double crochet in between the 2 sets with the 2 more double crochet. So just approaching my next corner, we want to do another treble enclosing this last chain 5 space, and then double crochet between the first and the second, and double crochet between the second and the third. And then we can go ahead and make our corner of the 2 double crochets. So 1, 2, chain 2, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and then we're ready to work our way down the next side with the double crochet between the first and second double crochet between the second and the third. And then we can start our repeat. So that treble enclosing that chain 5 loop, and continuing down this side with our doubles in between the 3, and then the half double in between the groups of 3. Okay, so I'll see you back at the end of this round. So each side should have a total of 124 double crochet, 30 trebles, 29 half double crochet, for a total of 183 stitches with the chain 2 in the corner. So we can go ahead and join to our first double crochet in that first corner and fasten off. And congratulations, we have completed round 10. Just a couple reminders that the work may have a little bit of a wobble in it right now, and that will work its way out. And if you are planning on extending your blanket with those additional squares, now's a good time to work a few more. See you back here for part 11.